what happened?
Well, this was, 2019. I was doing a comedy tour in Dubai, and it was the last show of we were flying back the day after. And just literally, while I was on stage, at the end of the show, all of a sudden, it wasn't so much that you can't breathe, it's like, do you know when you hold your breath? It was like that. There was just no oxygen in my body at all, and I just couldn't get words out. And it was very surreal because you don't know it's heart failure. So you actually don't know what's going on. I knew I had a throat infection. I didn't know that it had spread and it triggered the condition. So it was like trying to breathe in glass whilst drowning.
Oh, wow.
It was very... Weirdly enough, it made the joke better. Because my timing was...
The delay in the joke.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
But, like, that is happening on stage, and then you didn't sort of acknowledge it, deal with it, process it, because you actually flew back to the UK.
Yeah, I flew back the next morning. Because I didn't know...
Before you got any help, before you got any medical help?
But at that point, I just wanted to get home. Because that night, what happened when I got back to the hotel is I started coughing up blood. And that was the point I thought, wow, this is game over, isn't it? And at that point, all I could remember thinking is just get me home. So I literally, and I definitely should have gone to the hospital at that point, but I think through despair, not really knowing what's going on, your default setting is, I just want to go home. But luckily enough, on the plane, I didn't realise it, but I was sat next to two paramedics who recognised the symptoms very quickly and basically made them give me... I sat on oxygen the whole flight home.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness me. That is something, isn't it, being sat with some medics on the plane who are telling you that. And as you say, you didn't really know what was going on. You might not know, Dr. Kieran, that you're having heart failure. How does that develop in the body?
Yeah, and I think for someone so young and fit as you, I can imagine how that would have been really unexpected.
We all heard that, right? Everyone heard young and fit.
Yeah.
We can see it, mate.
For someone who looks like they could bench press me with a little finger, I think, yeah, and I think just to clarify, heart failure sounds really scary. It doesn't mean that the heart is failing or that the heart is stopping. What it really means is that the heart is not pumping blood as efficiently as it normally would. Now, we see this a lot in clinic. I work as a GP, and the common person I see with heart failure is someone a bit older that has heart failure because of other medical problems.
A lot older.
Yeah,
but joking aside, how old were you?
I was 39.
Right.
39. So 39 is young, and someone older has it because of other medical problems, normally previous heart attacks, atrial fibrillation, so problem with the conduction with their heart. Emmanuel, I'm right in thinking you were diagnosed with cardiomyopathy, that's right, isn't it?
Dilated cardiomyopathy.
Dilated cardiomyopathy. Yeah. And now that can happen for a number of reasons. That can be genetic, so you may have been born with it. It sounds like in your case, you had the throat infection beforehand, so it's likely that this was a viral cause for you. Was that what they said?
Yeah. So it was a throat infection that then spread to my chest and my lungs, and then it hit my heart, and then that's when it got triggered.
Wow.
But a lot of people will navigate a throat infection and just sort of, take medication and deal with it. At what point, what are the signs that should make you go to the doctor and say this is something more serious? What are the telltale things?
So I think this might end up being a bit of a tick list for you, speaking through some of these symptoms. But the first one is that if we think that the heart isn't pumping blood efficiently, then that fluid is getting backed up, and it can get backed up in the lungs, and that can make you feel breathless.
Yes.
And that breathlessness with heart failure is particularly worse when you're lying flat because of gravity. And people often report waking up at night coughing because of that.
Yeah.
The other place that fluid can accumulate is in the legs as well. So we see patients with heart failure getting foot swelling, ankle swelling, leg swelling, and that will cause you to put on weight as well. So an increase in weight is one of the signs, actually, of heart failure. People can feel tired, lightheaded, like they're going to faint. And you can see how easily those symptoms could be confused for being overworked, being on tour, being abroad.
Yeah. What? It was 6 years ago. Are you out of the woods now? Do you just carry on as normal?
I'm out of the dark woods now, so now I'm just being monitored. So before, where I was at hospital weekly, Now I'm there a couple of times a year just to be checked, just to make sure the medication's still doing what it's meant to be doing.
And you're incredibly fit. We saw from that clip from Live at the Apollo there, like, you're big on the weights. You've actually changed a lot of your training now. You say you feel fitter than...
Oh, yeah.
ever.
Before, it was training for ego. You just, how much? Lifting heavy things constantly. But even that puts a strain, a massive strain on the heart. So coming out of hospital, I had to rethink my entire lifestyle. So it was now let's train the heart as a muscle and actually start, again, taking it slow and form... I got sick of being injured, I got sick of being ill, so it's very much now listen to the body.
I'm playing rugby.
Yeah.
Loves his rugby.
I love the let's train the heart like a muscle. I think that's great.
Yeah.
I'm going to get that on a T-shirt.
With EMMANUEL's signature.
Yeah, and I'll sell it after the tour.
If you do, you were nodding away at some of the symptoms Dr. Kieran mentioned, the breathlessness, for instance. If you do notice some of those symptoms, what should you do?
So I think the first thing